The mother of Jesus and his brothers arrived at the house. Standing outside, they sent word to Jesus and called him. A crowd seated around him told him, "Your mother and your brothers and your sisters are outside asking for you." But he said to them in reply, "Who are my mother and my brothers?" And looking around at those seated in their circle, he said, "Here are my mother and my brothers, for whoever does the will of God is my brother and my sister and my mother." The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. What a rich passage that we just heard, that we see that Jesus says opens a door for us to be his brothers, his sister, and also a great task, his mother. We as Franciscans of Mary are imitators of Mary in many aspects and in many points. And we know that this is a gift, this is a responsibility entrusted to us as a congregation, as a community, Franciscans of Mary, missionaries of gratitude, at the imitation of Jesus and at the imitation of Mary. And we see this passage that talks to us about the family of Jesus. I know that many times we have heard and people said that Mary was just any other woman, that Jesus rejected her mother by not caring about her, which is not like that. And then also we are attacked because people say that Jesus had brothers and sisters. At that time, and the Old Testament, when it speaks about brothers or sisters, it's speaking also about those closer to him, that is, cousins, stepbrothers. Also, we're called brothers and sisters, and this needs to be clear for us. But now, what I want to focus on today is how can we imitate Mary in the maternity, in the motherhood? How can we imitate her? We know that physically, biologically, Jesus had only one mother, Mary. But the door opens also for us, and Jesus Christ establishes and says that I can also be mother, brother, sisters, relatives of Jesus. Mary, our mother, helped us to enter into communication with Christ, to speak with Christ heart to heart. Only a heart of flesh can find the love of God. Lord, tear from me this heart of stone and give me a heart of flesh, a heart that can love, that can imitate your mother. Teaches us to enter into communion with the Father. Jesus Christ teaches us how to communicate with the Father, and Mary teaches us how to communicate with Christ. So we need to have a close, a deep relationship with our mother, with our Blessed Virgin Mary. Our Lady teaches us to be more human, as we already seen. We continue much to imitate from Christ. Also from our mother, we can learn a lot. She is not someone unreachable. We can imitate her. She is our teacher in many virtues. We can imitate Our Lady. What points can we imitate her? In maternity. How? By working for unity. We need to work for unity within our families. There you have to work for unity, but not also within your family. Also, we need to work for unity within the church. And not only from the enemies from outside, but the enemies within the church. Sadly, but it's like that. And we need to protect. We need to care. We need to work for unity. We live in a world that is full of war, full of hatred, full of pride. We need to work for humility. We need to work for peace. For peace within your city, within your towns, within your family, and within the church. We can imitate Mary and be. Actually, we, Franciscans of Mary, try to imitate Mary and be the hands of Mary here on earth. And we can also imitate her by caring for Jesus. She cared for him. When he was a baby, she cared for the baby Jesus. And then after that, she educated Jesus. We also need to evangelize. Matthew 28:20, Jesus says to his apostles, "Go into the world and preach the good news. Make disciples and preach the good news." Defending Jesus. We need to defend him. Especially when I come forward to receive communion, I need to receive him with care, with dignity, with respect. And also, lastly, we can imitate our mother in the union at the moment of the cross. She was there at the foot of the cross. But today, especially, let us imitate her in the maternity, in the motherhood.